What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between? It's NENNMUA, and I'm here to present you with some greatness. Greetings and salutations all. My head looks like a mess, that's why I'm wearing this hat. We won't take this off. But hi guys, I'm here to talk about fun makeup. In an effort, like I said, to catch up on like a lot of the releases that have come out in the past few months that I haven't been able to talk about because of COVID and because of black people being treated less than human. I'm here to do that now. I am here to talk about the brand that I am really excited about. I've been admiring for quite a while and I finally got my hands on stuff, so I'm really thrilled. So today I'm here to talk about Kaleidos Makeup, and I'm really excited because this brand if you've seen this brand fits right into the aesthetic of NENNMUA, so I'm really thrilled and excited to talk about it. So today we're gonna do just that, okay? Okay. Hi, if it's your first time here, hello, welcome. My name is Neøn, NENNMUA. That bitch. What the fuck is wrong with me? I do content. I make makeup videos. I make videos about other things, social justice videos, and that nature. If you want to see more of this, get into this gig, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload. And at any point during this video, if you're enjoying yourself, you're getting into it, you're loving the vibe, you're feeling the energy, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That's what I just said. If you're liking the content, then go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, like, and support. It means so much. And without further ado, we're going to get right into this video discussing Kaleidos Makeup. Fun stuff. So let's go.
It's one of them nights. It's one of them nights. I feel it. It's one of them nights. No inhibitions.
Okay, so like I said, Kaleidos is a extremely fun, fresh brand. I love the aesthetic and the vibe of it. They've released a new collection. They've also have just like a bunch of products that I'm like really thrilled about. So we're gonna get into all the nitty gritty. And you've probably seen these 6-pan eyeshadow palettes, which honestly, you've probably also seen like their space highlighters. I just literally, like, if I could start a brand. So yeah, we're gonna get into all of it. A lot of the stuff is like eye and lip and like mostly eye based. But so I've already done my face, I've already done my base, as you can see, stunning, beautiful. So we're going to get into the eyes and all the nitty gritty now. Hi, I'm here. Okay, so Kaleidos has recently launched their Make Your Escape collection, and the whole thing is just like, it's cute. One of the things that they released is this tone activator eye primer. It's tone activated, so it's like adjust to like your complexion. Obviously, you know, a lot of brands have been releasing these type of eye primers, but to see one that is supposed to like adjust based on your complexion and work for your complexion is exciting, because you know the ABH ones might as well be white, and you know the only other brand that's released something like this is a brand that the owner likes to say the N-word, and she's no N-word of the sort. So, but she likes to paint like she is. So I mean, I guess that counts. Caucasianism. It has a similar consistency to that of like, you know, ABH's eye primer. However, it's a little bit more, I wouldn't say runny, but it definitely spreads more like a liquid. And it goes on really nice. It gives me the vibes of Urban Decay's primer potion, but like not as stiff. That's one of the things I don't like about the primer potions, that it feels pretty stiff. This primer itself, it has a bit more of a little bit more watery consistency, but it also feels waxy in a way. And like it blurs out, like it doesn't leave like I don't see like a harsh cast. But like, you're gonna put shadow on, so it's fine. But needless to say, this primer looks really nice so far, so hopefully the shadows will work great as well. They have released the Make Your Escape collection, and this is pretty much the start of that collection. This is the Escape Pod eyeshadow palette, and this is really interesting. This is really interesting. The thing that draws me about Kaleidos is that they're not afraid to play with color and push into color and push into like tones that are A, popular but also underrated. Like a lot of times you'll see a lot of brands who are afraid of like berry tones, and for some reason, like a lot of brands are either stuck in like their neutral warms or they're stuck in like bright neon bodes, and I feel like there's a nice mix of that. As you can see, the vibe of this palette is very bright. It has like bold berryish colors. It's got some neon, some limeish colors, some metallic, interesting metallics. There's also some more neutral shades down here at the bottom. So I'm excited about that. With that in mind, I also want to play with their 6-pan palettes. And in particular, I want to play with the Futurism 3 Astro Pink. This palette is one of the more neutral palettes that they have. So there's like a nice mix of like some bolder berryish shades, but there's some nice like fleshy tone colors as well, some mauve shades. So I'm going to do the best to like mix the best of these two and just go for it. You can go for it. Out of the Escape Pod palette, I'm going to take the shade Bossa Nova, which is this like cool tone, a cool tone grayish brown, and I'm going to use that as a transition into the eye. Now the shade is pretty much my skin tone, so you may not see it, but I can definitely see it. The shade itself feels very creamy. It is very easy to blend out. I'm having little to no issues. So far we have a lovely vibe going on, and I am here for it. Like, this is the first time I'm like working with these eyeshadows. Like, I've swatched them, but this is the first time I'm actually playing with them, and I enjoy it. There is some kickback in the palette. I don't care about kickback. I don't care about that. As long as it performs well on the eye, it's great. But I know some people care, so there's a little kickback. It is what it is. So far, I really like this. I don't know why. I love like cool tone browns and grays and like grayish colors like this. I love them. I can't deny it. Next, I'm going to take the shade Terrence, which is this brown rich shade down at the bottom. Ooh, that is pigmented. I'm a little nervous, so I'm just gonna start, and okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm just taking that and working it in my crease, and then we're going to softly blend it up later. Like I said, the shade is very pigmented, very rich, but it is an easy shade to blend out, and honestly, that's all we ask for out of eyeshadows. Like, I don't know if it's the base that's doing that per se, but we, out of eyeshadows, I know I at least just expect the shadow to be pigmented and blend easily. Like, fallout's not, this is why fallout's not an issue for me, because I know that with pigment comes fallout. Like, let's be completely honest here. Rarely are you going to get an eyeshadow that is easy to blend, extremely pigmented, and has no fallout. Very rarely. Like, few cases include Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona. Out of the Astro Pink palette, I'm going to take the shade Cosmos, which is the black metallic shade. I'm going to stamp that in the very outer corner of the eye and work that up into the crease slightly, just to build up some dimension, because the look I have in mind is going to be very like bold and colorful. This black is nice. A lot of times with these like shimmering blacks, the shimmer doesn't peek through, which is fine in this instance because I wasn't necessarily using it for shimmer. I just wanted it for black, but it's fine. I love that I'm not using the brushes that they sent as well to do this look. I'm just so stupid. So I'm going to carve out the lid real quick, and then we're going to get into the gig of the color. I'm gonna go into the Astro Pink palette again and use the shade Nebula, which is this plum berry shade here, and I'm going to start building in color on the eye, and we're going to just apply that next to that black from earlier. And I'm hoping you guys can see this on camera, but this pigment is insane, to say the least. This palette actually was one of my favorites out of like the 6 pans. I don't know, like I love neons, but like I love a balance of neutral and cool tones and berries. Berries and cream.
Berries and cream. Oh, hurrah! Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Oh, I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
So now I'm just gonna go in and work from the Escape Pod palette. I'm gonna start with the shade Expo Planet, which is this blue purplish shade, and I'm going to work that right here and honestly just wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
Like, I was worried when I first got this palette and swatched. I was like, some of these shades don't look like they're gonna perform that well, but clearly I was proven wrong. And I wish I really need us as a community to stop relying on swatches so much, because a lot of times these shades are meant to pack on and not be swiped, and so that's just a good shade. That is a really good shade. All right, so the last matte that I want to use out of this palette for now is going to be the shade Soiree. And it's funny because this shade right here has an escape button imprint, so this palette gives me a laptop vibe, but also it plays off the escape pod situation. This is a really cute theme. So I'm just going to take this shade Soiree, and I'm going to apply that in the inner part of the eye and blend it over that blue. Exoplanet, because the Exoplanet shade was more of I wanted that shade to be more of a deepening shade for this. So it really transitions from the plum into the lavender. It's actually a really good lavender too. I haven't played a lavender this well, honestly, ever, I don't think. I'm gonna go back to this palette because I feel like I want the bottom lash line to be grounded. I'm gonna start with, again, Cosmo, which is that black metallic shimmer, whatever. Put that in the bottom lash line, the outer part of the eye. I'm gonna go back into the escape pod and take that brown shade Terrence and just use that as a buffer and blend that out. I'm taking the shade Nebula, that plum shade, run it across the bottom lash line. And as I was saying, this palette is really pigmented because it's going on pretty well without any primer on the bottom lash line. I don't typically do that, so. I'm gonna take the shade Neptune. Neptune is this blue metallic duochrome situation with purple reflex. I'm going to use that on the bottom and put that right over Nebula. That looks insane. I'm not going to do too much. I'm just doing enough to where there is a shift. That is really nice. I don't even know if you want to see it on camera, but it's the little details for me. I'm going to go into the shade Starlight Santana, which is a champagne-y metallic, but it has purple and green undertones in it, or reflects in it, and I'm going to take that in the inner corner, bring that into the bottom slightly. I'm not done. I got one more shade I want to use actually. I'm going to take the shade Space Oasis, and Space Oasis is a light lavender metallic with pink shift to it. I'm going to take that and just use that to outline the top of the lid, just to help define the shape some more, because I obviously had the black that's on this side, but I wanted to take and help define the front half of the lid. Does that even make sense? It does to me. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, it's this astral type of vibe. I'm really in love with this. I'm really in love with this. I continue to amaze myself. Let's go ahead and finish up the face before I do lashes and stuff. Let's go ahead and finish up. So we're gonna move into the rest of the face. There are so many of these highlighters. The highlighters were actually the first thing I've ever seen from these brands, from the brand. And so I'm just thrilled and ecstatic. I mean, the spirit is telling me to go purplish. So I'm going to take the Space Age highlighter in the shade Moon Cruiser. It is a blue purple metallic shift, and that's all I had to hear. Ooh. Ooh. That is quality. That is quality. But let me calm the fuck down. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of another one to go on top of it, just to like amp it up just a little. I'm going to take the Space Age highlighter in Diamond Dasher, and this shade is a little bit, it's like, it's like a, you'll see in a second. It's like a pink highlighter, but this shade actually has like purple reflex in it, so it goes with the purple theme. But I just wanted something that's just like kick up that highlight just a little bit more. And by God, I found it. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Moving on into the blush, Kaleidos has recently launched part of their Escape collection, the Lo-Fi Duo blushers. So these are essentially a matte and a shimmer blush. Not the biggest fan of shimmer blushes, but we're gonna see. I will say that these shades are the color choice is very pale, like it's very light. So we're going to see how much pigment we can get out of these blushes. We have a Lo-Fi Rose and a Lo-Fi Peach. So I'm going to go with the Lo-Fi Rose. It looks like a very light mauve-y type of blush. So we shall see. Okay. Okay, it's not the most pigmented thing in the world, but I'm not mad at that because I like my blushes to be more subtle and flushy. Like it's just a nice little flush. Like I don't need like it. There's a time and place for everything. And I'm not mad at this blush. There also needs to be a deeper shade, but I feel like this actually builds up to a nice color. Like there's a nice little soft pink on my face, so I like that. The last thing we have here are a bunch of lip products. We have two different formulas here. We have the Lucid lip glosses, which is more of like a, these are more of a, obviously lip gloss. They have a lot of sparkly reflex in it. Can you see it? It's over here where my middle finger is. There's also the lip tonic. These are highly nourishing, slightly sheer, comfortable wear liquid lipsticks. So they don't have a ton of pigment, but I'm not mad at that. Like I don't mind that, and the fact that they're supposed to not be tugging, so it should be fun. I'm gonna take the shade Immersion, which, yep, it's a mauve. Ooh, it's a berry mauve shade. I think that is very fitting for this look. Very sheer. It has a nice feel to it. It feels really nice. Like it dries down, but it's very soft. And like I don't feel like I'm going to be like dreading this later on today. Now, like I said, they also have the Lucid lip glosses. We have that, the shade Mesmerize, which is that like flat color. I like that. I feel like that'll work great for this look. There's also one called Crystallize, which is a blue jelly. So I'm just gonna go with Mesmerize. Good choice, there is. Not a single complaint in sight. You know what? I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of Crystallize, just like on the center. Okay, I'm 100% on board with all of this. Let me go put on like lashes and stuff, and then we're gonna finish, but I love this. All right, here's the final look. What are my final thoughts? Stunning. I don't hate anything. Like everything is great. The eye primer is probably my favorite eye primer now, which is great because you know ABH. Okay. Hey. Can you stop, please? Wow, she's still going. Okay. So, hello. I hear the mumbling. I hear the cackling. Eyeshadows are a dream. I think the formula is one of the best formulas in terms of eyeshadows. So I think this is a great eyeshadow formula. It's, like I said, it's really creamy, really easy to blend out, very pigmented. Fallout, don't care, or kickback, don't care. Eye primer is really good. It's great for it. It feels like that shadow's not moving, but also doesn't feel heavy. That makes sense. The highlighters, stunning, blinding, beautiful, gorgeous, insane. The blushes, I feel as though like these are great blushes. I feel like they build up to a great color. Do I want just a little bit more depth though? Yes, because everyone is not going to like this blush. But I definitely feel as though it's better than it appears to be. I don't use shimmer blushes, so I haven't used the shimmer topper, but you know, whatever. The lip tonic's really nice. It's not heavy. It doesn't feel drying or tight or anything. And I will say that this also works really well with the glosses. Like sometimes when you mix glosses and liquid lipsticks together, you get that caked up gunky feeling. None of that here. That being said, the gloss is also great. This glitter gloss is great. This whole brand is, I stand. I like this brand a lot. I think this is a great brand. I think everyone should at least try it out. If you're someone like me who loves color, who likes color that is going to be like easy to work with, then definitely check out Kaleidos. But overall, I'm really impressed, and I can't wait to see what comes next with this brand. So that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you enjoyed yourselves, then go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, like, and support. It means so much. Also, if you want to continue seeing my face on your YouTube feed, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time that I upload. I don't have a response. Just subscribe and watch my videos. Get me monetized. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media accounts. That is NENNMUA on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Snapchat. Love to have you guys be a part of the Fireflies family. Joining all the shit and shenanigans and get your life. With that being said, all hearts and minds clear. Everybody say. Everybody say. Everybody say. Let the church say. Okay, watch another video. Get your life. Feel the spirit that she's feeling. And get your life, watch my videos. Thanks in advance.